Hey, yo. So it's hard to really like, you want a fellowship, and totally, but and you want to be a one mind, you know, but it really gets hard when you're trying to be a one mind, with the scriptures and with the fellow saints, and but and we're in the midst of a bunch of people, right? That don't understand that after is the direct opposite of the word before. So I tried to explain, so I'm going to say it like this and try to keep it quick. So so you say no, because they're going to tell you, they're going to say, we're not going to be here. We're not going to be here. We don't have to worry about all this, I'm like, you don't got to worry about what? And they're like, we don't got to worry about the beast system. We don't have to worry about the wrath. Nothing. We're going to be secretly raptured before the Great Tribulation. It's in God's Word. That's what they told me, right? They added that in there. It's in God's Word. It's not in God's Word. So, and again, that's why, I provided scriptures to prove them that, to show them that it's not in there, and they get very agitated. And they say, you are an uneducated man, how dare you not believe in our secret rapture? So we go from there. So here we go. So Jesus Christ said he's not coming until immediately after. He told us this. And you show them that, and they say, oh yeah, he was talking to Jews. So you say, no, he was not. So you go to Matthew 24 verse 3, and you go to the origin of who asked who what. So it was the disciples who asked the King, capital K, Jesus Christ, what is the sign of that coming into the world? And he told them, there shall be great tribulation, unlike there ever was or ever shall be. Right? Same thing in Daniel, the worst time ever shall be. So it's not going to be two worst times ever shall be. I try to explain pre-tribus this. They're like, no, there's two worst days ever shall be in 7 years. I'm like, no, there's not. There's only one worst day ever shall be. And they're like, no, there's two worst days ever shall be. I'm like, look, y'all are stupid. So then you explain to them, well, it's this 1.5 coming to Jesus coming, to secretly rapture you, because Jesus says none of this, right? He says they shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for his name's sake. Those who endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached as a witness to all nations, then the end shall come. So, yeah, and he says, fear none of these things that shall happen to you. Satan shall cast some of you in prison. You shall have tribulation 10 days. Be faithful unto death, and you will give us a crown of life. So you tell a pre-tribber that, and they're like, no, not me. Not me. God would be an evil, mean wife beater if he allowed me to have any kind of burden with the beast system. That would make God an evil man, an evil thing, And again, I'm like, what are you like? Again, that's the clay yapping back, at the pot. Who are you? Tell God you don't like it the way he's doing it. You want to go first. Well, sorry, boo-boo. Jesus said the tares go first. So again, you're locked in. The pre-tribbers are locked in. They like to use a lot of philosophy. And they use a lot of, like weird, stupid, long words like dispensationalism and hermeneutics. And then you say, no, Jesus said he's not coming until immediately after the tribulation. And they're like, well, that might be so, but that goes against my hermeneutical dispensationalism. And then I look at them like, what? Like, who gives two hoots about anything, your hermeneutical dispensationalism? I want to know what the scriptures state. So book, chapter, and verse. And then they kind of like, you know what, this is getting too deep. And then They get upset. I won't submit to them. I won't submit. No, not even close. The fact is, once the scriptures are blasted in their face, they disappear. They disappear. And, again, I guess they just find someone, someone else. They go to someone else with this. And they tell someone else that there's going to be 2 last angels that blow the last and final trumpet that shall ever be blown twice in 7 years, right? And they can tell that other person, and there's going to, be 2 returns of the Lord twice in 7 years. And they can tell that other person, and listen, there's going to be 2 worst days ever shall be, twice in 7 years. And then they're going to tell that stupid person, there's 2 gatherings of the elect twice in 7 years. When Jesus said it's all going to happen when he returns with his holy angels, then he shall gather all nations and separate them, as a shepherd divided the sheep from the goats. So again, every time Jesus is saying he's coming with the clouds of heaven, he's coming at his second coming, at the 7th trumpet on the last day. They created a fake 1.5 coming, and it's complete nonsense. You have no idea what you're talking about. All y'all say is God would never allow his bride to be beaten, or he's evil. And again, Jesus spoke about this. He said they persecuted him, they're going to persecute us. It is what it is. He told us these things. He got one time that he said we're going to be secretly raptured, so we don't have to worry about the beast. No, he shall make war with the saints and overcome us until Jesus returns. So we're going to keep it at that. We're going to keep it at that. That's good enough for me right now. So, God bless you.